Hey everybody, welcome to Sexy Mama Talk. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So Flossie Hall is actually the first guest for this series, which is amazing. She's kicking it off, badass mom, entrepreneur, doing her thing in San Diego. So Flossie is the founder of Healthy Mama Food Prep. They deliver how many meals every week?
A zillion.
Yeah, it's like too many to keep track of, like thousands and thousands.
Thousands a week.
Yeah, which is incredible. They're expanding, they're doing incredible things, and I am so excited to have her here with us. So before we continue, we're going to share this video here as we are live, and here we go. So, yes. Nailed it.
Work.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah. All right, Flossie. So we met what, like about a year ago.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
someone said that the healthy mama had to meet the sexy mama.
Yeah, David, if you're watching this,
at the university
is
club.
a master connector. And I saw her from across we were at a TED Talk event, and you stood up and asked a question to the speaker, and you said that you were a Navy wife, you have 4 kids, and I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I have 4 kids too. And
We need to be friends.
yeah, like, I don't meet many women who have so many kids.
I know, right?
Do you ever get the comments when you're out with them, and they're like, did all of these come from you?
Oh, all the time. They're always like, how many, are these yours? Or, you know,
Are you the babysitter?
look younger, and my older ones, they're like, are these your siblings? And I'm like, no, they're all mine. I had them.
Does Mike get the same thing?
No. 'Cause
No.
He looks like an old guy. Sorry, honey.
See,
Sorry.
but still good
Love
looking.
you.
Still
Oh,
great.
so handsome.
So handsome.
Very,
yeah.
very handsome. But he definitely doesn't get carded when we go out.
I stopped getting carded
Oh.
at Trader Joe's. I'm like, but you know what?
Maybe just go there often.
I don't. No, not really.
Yeah.
No. But they know. I think they know. Like, they see me with my kids. They're like, well, if you have a 10-ish-year-old,
Then you should.
you're probably
be
21.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
But you know.
Yeah. So
maybe.
all the kids, it's chaos. It is what it is. But mine are older than yours, so.
Yeah. So how old are your kids?
Mine are 18, 14, 8, and 7.
Okay.
And you
8
have
and 7, yeah.
younger, so there's more power to you. I did that already.
Like,
I'm done with it.
You've done your.
Yeah, now I just have to
juice.
like get them apart because they're like bickering and fighting.
Oh,
and,
it's
like,
all that. Yeah.
Oh, they're annoying
Well,
each
7
other
and
and
8.
agitating each other, and
Yeah.
so they just like to antagonize each other all the time. But at least they
like
feed
poke.
themselves and they clothe themselves and they bathe themselves, and
That's a big one. And they can say words
yeah, that's
that
really
are not.
big. And there's no tantrums.
Yeah, well, that's debatable. I know.
Mostly no tantrums.
We still experience some tantrums from our
Right?
9 and 10-year-olds.
Well, it happens here and there, but it's not as
like
bad.
it's not like the full
No,
body
it's
tantrum.
Get in and get yourself buckled in the car,
Yeah.
and get yourself out of the car, and go get dressed, go brush your teeth, and so it's definitely. I did my mom dues with the little ones, and I miss it, but I don't miss it.
Yeah, I think it's more of a nostalgic thing. Like I would look back at pictures of our older 2 when they were toddlers, and they were so cute.
Yeah, they
I'm
looked
like,
cute on the
"Oh."
outside.
But then I remember it just being hell, you know,
Oh, yeah.
like blackouts of entire periods of my life. I'm like, I didn't want to remember.
That's it. My time hop on Facebook every day. I'm always like, oh, look at how little those chubby cheeks. Oh my gosh! But I don't miss the not getting any sleep, the diapers, the diaper bags, like, all the stuff you got to bring everywhere with you. Like now
the naps,
the
special equipment,
everything.
all that. Yeah,
I'm good
car
with
seats. And when you have older kids, you can just kind of hop in the car and go.
Yeah, mine still have car seats, but they buckle.
Oh, they're the boost. Yeah,
yeah, they're like boosters. My 7-year-old's in a 5-point because she's still fit, so I make her stay in it.
Yeah,
but they get themselves
good.
in. They get in, they get out, like.
Yeah,
easy
they
peasy.
can do it all themselves.
Yeah, no, I don't miss the like car seats and the strollers and the
the
equipment
strollers
and like snapping stuff in.
Yeah,
and like,
we're still there.
No, we do a backpack and some water bottles and we're good to go.
That's pretty good. You know, I started minimizing everything, like putting my phone. I don't know if I should broadcast this, but my phone is my wallet.
All my
like one of those little sleek things, like it slides out, and the cards are
in it.
Just enough room for one card and a driver's license.
Well, that works.
So if I lose my phone, at least I can track it, and I also find my wallet.
That's a bonus. I've definitely lost my phone before.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't do all the bags. I have enough work stuff now. Now I have, like, work bags and computer bags and paperwork and files and binders. And I'm like, ugh, this is awful.
I carry all this stuff. It's got to be, like, a workout on its own.
It is, but it's exhausting. And because I work from home, too, and then I have an office, and then, like, I have meetings, so I'm, like, I live in my car half the time, so I'm like Starbucks cups everywhere.
Like surviving bags, clothes, underwear, socks.
That's what I posted a few weeks ago. It's like I either need a bigger work bag or less work.
I think I like the latter option.
Yeah, I was like,
but you're moving in that. So on that note, excuse me again. On that note. What does life look like for you? And you're in a big transition, but what does like a usual day look like for you?
Well, right now it's chaos. Our family's getting ready to move again. We're a military family. My husband's stationed up in Ventura, so actually he's been commuting the 4-hour commute every other weekend to be with us. And now we're getting ready for some really big expansion in the company. So now my kids are going to go up there, and I'm going to commute back and forth. So we'll be together more than we're apart. But my typical day, because he's not here, I have to get up, and I don't have a nanny, and I don't have a maid, and I don't have all that. Yeah. So I got kids to get ready and lunches, and then we have about an hour and a half of drop-offs in the morning. And then work for like 5 hours, and then like an hour and a half of pickups, and then dinner and cleaning up and laundry and dogs, and then once the kids
you have dogs.
Yeah, 2 dogs and a cat.
Yeah.
And then there's dog hair everywhere. I tell my husband all the time, I'm like, I love our animals, but God, like I come home, stuff is chewed up, there's dog fur everywhere. It just makes everything like so much more stressful. But then once the kids are in bed, then I climb back into work, and then I literally am like falling asleep at my laptop at night, and then do it all over again. So super fun. So
it's like burning the candle at both that, like it's nonstop all day.
It's not. I literally, like, from the time I wake up till the time I go to bed, it's just there's no resting whatsoever. And everyone's like, oh, have you seen this latest TV show or that Netflix series? I'm like, I do not watch TV.
Like, nope.
There is nothing.
What's that?
My TV does not come on ever unless me and my husband are watching a movie, or I'm watching a movie with the kids. And he's home this week, so yesterday I put on a movie in the middle of the day, and my daughter looked at me. She goes, you only turned a movie on so you could take a nap, huh? I was like,
guilty.
Done. 2 hours. Yes. I got to nap on the couch. I was like,
oh my gosh.
Score.
That is the truth, though, because I think the last time we watched a movie, first of all, movies don't happen often with us either. It's a very intentional thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're going to watch a movie. This is a big deal, you guys. It's 2 hours of our life.
It's the only thing we do as a family. Like, we watch movies together. But by we, I mean everybody else, and then mom's asleep in 15 minutes. Even at the theater. Like, we go to the theater, and I'm like,
yes, nap time.
Well, because you
find my neck pillow.
You sit still, and then, like, your brain kind of shuts off a little bit, and then instantly, like, that exhaustion just takes over.
Up.
And it's like, oh, you know how many movies we go to watch? And I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this. And they're like, Mom, we saw it at the theater. And
like, no, we totally went there
yesterday. I saw 10 minutes of it, but I didn't see the rest of the movie. So.
I didn't see the conclusion. What happened to Jack Sparrow?
I know.
Well, yeah, we haven't been to an actual movie theater in a long time.
We do. We probably go every 2 weeks to the movies. But we go on base because it's free. And snacks are like $2 a piece. So we go see free movies, and then it's like $15 for all of us to get snacks, and then because there's a lot of us.
Amazing.
So I mean,
otherwise it's like more than $15 just to get one movie ticket.
Yeah,
our kids go to see more movies than we do because family comes to visit. They're like, oh, what movie's happening right now? Yeah,
that's what we do. So it's just what we do as a family. We're all big movie buffs, so it's like a quiet time, and we get to be together, and so we go to movies. Plus, it's free. So
yeah, that's a big bonus. So we're thinking, what's free? We can play Connect 4. We can play Live. We can
where
talk.
My kids they're stuck in the house so much because I'm working so much. Yeah. So the second that I get home, they want out of the house. So their idea of fun is the movies. A Target trip. They always like
Target.
They want to go to Target.
I love Target.
They want to go to Target. Let's go to Target. Well, what do we need? I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there.
We're just gonna find stuff to buy.
They love to walk around Target and then or go to the mall.
You like the bargain section? Yeah. There's all kinds of random little stuff there.
I go for like one thing and it's like $250.
That's what happens at Costco too.
Well, I kind of live at Costco most days.
Yeah. So how often do you go to Costco?
Every week.
Yeah. Okay, because we go at least every week.
A week.
I try to push it to like 10 days.
Yeah.
But then we run out of eggs and I have to get them and they're like twice as much and we get 12 dozen eggs every trip.
Do you? So many eggs. All the eggs. Eggs are expensive right now.
Eggs. Yeah, so they're like $2.50 at Costco. I'm like, oh, you know, organic, free range.
Everything.
All that.
Well, that's what we have, like, all our food gets, you know, ordered and delivered, but in mass food production, you run short on things constantly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're plating a couple hundred of something and they're, like, a half ounce off on every dish, you, like, at the end, you end up, like, 20 short, and you're like, run to Costco.
that is a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it is. So it's calculated, and there's buffer room in there when we do all of that. But we definitely live at Costco.
Yeah.
So much so that like the Costco Business Center, because I started my business in my home, so I did the shopping every week in the store. And I got to know everybody that works there. So now when I come in and I just get like 2 or 3 things, they're like, "That's all you need this week," and I'm like, "That's it. We're just
like, are you still in business?"
Like, we're bigger and better, and you know, I love it because I get to bring like magazine articles and be like, "Look what we did," and they're all so proud, and I'm like, yeah, it's good to share in that journey.
It's so incredible because you started. When did you start making meals in your kitchen?
April 2015, and then January 2016 we started commercially, like as an actual company. Yeah. In a commercial kitchen, cooking mass.
Which is so there's like the threshold where you're like, this is way too many freaking meals to make in my kitchen.
1 stove, 4 burners, you know, 1 oven. And then in my garage we had a bunch of like refrigerators we bought off Craigslist, and then like a bunch of coolers, and then we did it all, and then we would literally just line bags of food up, and customers would come to my house, and they'd all knock on my door, and they would take their food home. It was so... I kind of miss it, though, because you know, the personal interaction and, like, getting to know people, and they knew, like, I cooked their food, and getting to hear, like, oh, I lost 5 pounds this week, or, oh, I really love this dish, or, you know. I lose a lot of that now, so...
Because now it's... Because when you're expanding and all the changes are happening, like you're more in the working on your business instead of working as much in the business. Or at least that's the idea.
Yeah.
But
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So little by little, this past week was probably the least amount that I actually worked in the kitchen in like a year and a half.
Wow.
So it's getting good. I have a really good team right now, and I'm like tiptoeing back out. And I think I was there on Sunday, and I didn't even go in the kitchen the whole time. I stayed in my office and just actually did paperwork. And so by the time I got home, which was early, like 4 hours early, and then all my work was done, and I got home, and my family was like, "Wait, you're home already?" And they're like, "Well, usually I get home and then I do more work." And I was like, "I'm done. What do you guys want to do?" And they're like, "No way." I was like, "It's the weirdest feeling. Like something's gonna go wrong. What happened?"
Yeah. You're like, did you feel kind of like, what do I even do with myself?
Yeah.
Like this like what?
Because then I'm like, am I sure? Did I miss something?
Yeah, I must have forgotten something.
Yeah, but I don't sit still. So when I have free time, that gives me the chance to work more on the business, like those ideas or those emails to follow up on, or things I've been putting off because they're like on the low end of the totem pole. I can finally sit down and like, hey, do you want to meet for coffee? Hey, and I can start to grow connections and events and meetings and things where before I was like, I'm too busy. I can't even think about
like
that.
I don't even want to think about it. Like it's just crazy. It's just craziness.
So then eventually I just create more work for myself.
I have free time, so I'm going to get busy stuff to fill it up.
So then I make myself busier. And then I'm like, why am I always so busy? But
why did I do this to myself? So if you had consistent, like, come home at 4 p.m. kind of reality, what would you do? What would you want to explore? Like, what would you be interested in to try?
I don't know. I'm not a bored person, so like I have to have stuff to do all the time. Yeah. Like I need to be occupied and like mentally challenged, I guess. So it's like when I come home, like my house is busy with all the kids and the dogs, and then homework and cooking. So I guess coming home and just being able to be a present parent with them would be great, because they've been lacking that from me for a while, and not having my attention, and obviously because I'm building a really large
a giant empire meal prepping.
I promise it'll be worth it one day.
And it will, and that's the thing, because you wouldn't do this if there wasn't a big vision behind it, not just for people to have affordable, quality meals, but also for yourself and for your family.
Exactly. And I grew up extremely poor, and then even though when I worked full-time, my husband worked full-time, we did well financially, but we were never rich. We never had tons of money in the bank, and we couldn't just go on a vacation if we wanted to. So then when I was in school, we struggled to get by because we were on one income. And then when I started my own business, I was like, okay, maybe one day I'll have that, ever elusive financial freedom of not checking my debit card before I swipe when I go to check, or playing the Russian roulette game where you're like, please go through, please go
Let's
through.
see if it'll work this time. Nope. Okay,
Nope.
sorry, I'll leave that. Can you put that away for me?
Try this one instead. And it's you start pulling them out. One day I would just be like, hey, let's go to Hawaii. Let's take the kids on vacation. And then being able to just book a trip and not having to blink or think about it, and all those things this year finally coming to fruition, and that financial security, and 2.5 years of owning a business and not collecting any money is in the next few months is really financially paying off, because we're getting large funding and doing all these great things. So they keep asking me I have a huge debt to myself of what I should have been paid plus money I've put into the business, and they're like, well, what are you going to actually pay yourself? It's a huge question. And I'm like, I have no idea.
And do you find that because you haven't really been paying yourself, because everything's gone back into the business, right?
Everything. And I've been afraid to spend anything from the company because it's up and down, and we've taken some hits here and there, and I've had to put money into the business, and I'm so scared that if I take anything out, that it's taking away from the growth. But the money that we'll be having soon is more than enough to float everything that we're doing and to expand and make my dream come true, and plenty left over for me to walk away with profits and quarterly earnings and all these things,
how business runs when it's does it feel like an official bona fide business, or has it always felt that way for you?
No, it's because I always kind of felt like I didn't know what I was doing. I still feel like that.
I love your comment too before that you said when you say you could write the book on how not to do.
Yeah, my first year of business was how not to start a business. My whole first year.
You could totally write that book.
Yeah,
it would be
my second year was
bestseller.
cleaning up my first year in business, and now my third year in business is success, but only because I failed so much. Now I know, so we're working on things now like cap tables and equity and giving up stock options for certain employees and doing all these crazy things with, and now I have a board of advisors, and I go sit down in these meetings, and I have multiple lawyers, and I have it makes you feel kind of legit, but I think I kind of still don't know what I'm doing, so
I wonder if that's the secret that most CEOs or business owners
just really don't know.
They're just I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I just surround myself with people that do know what they're doing, and then
or is that the illusion? Everybody
it's the illusion. Everyone's
wonders what they're doing.
Flossie, you're so amazing, and I'm like, really? I didn't do that.
But the thing is, I think that when we are natural at what we do, and we're just in our area of genius, we don't realize how badass we are, how great of a job we're doing, because it's just natural. Because it feels, because you're a very high achieving person.
Yeah, I'm a super overachiever.
I get that.
I have overachieving syndrome, so it doesn't ever seem like it's good enough.
Yeah, it never seems like enough, and yet, so on the outside, other people might think oh wow, she's going 150, 200%, but we're feeling well, I really only did I don't know, 55%.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's it. I run into
natural.
a lot of people like that, and they ask me, and I'm like, please don't compare yourself to me because I'm a freak. I don't sleep. When this was in my house, though, people asked me what are you gonna do with this? And I was like, I'm gonna put this in every city in the country. I want to be in grocery stores and blah blah. And this was in my home kitchen. Yeah. And all my friends were like, you are crazy. And then within 6 months, they're like, holy, she's gonna do it. Yeah. And now it's gonna happen, but you have to dream big to do big, and you're gonna fail all the time. But I had plenty of opportunities to give up, but I also have had a tremendous amount of success in a short amount of time. So all those insecurities and doubts where I'm like, it's not good enough, my mentors are these huge people that I call the A team, and they're like, kid, you're in the 1%. Like, what you've done is unheard of.
Yeah, people don't do, like, that's not normal.
And I'm
it's
like,
not average.
I've learned, like, okay, that's not normal for small business owners to do what I've done in 2 years. And I'm like, okay, but I still feel like it's not good enough. Like, it's not there. And then when I get there, I want to be there.
Yeah.
And then,
so, like, the there is always moving.
Oh, yeah.
And then and you get there and it's like, but there's more. Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that, I keep getting the exit strategy question, and what's your exit strategy? And I'm like, do I have to have an exit strategy?
I don't want an exit strategy.
Can I just have it? Can I just own my company forever? Yeah. And they're like, well, what if, Jeff Bezos came in? And I was like, well, he can have it. He can have it.
Oprah can have it.
Oprah can have it. I thought about Jeff Bezos can have
somebody like that wanted my company. I'd be like, you know what? Because I feel the same way. Like, I never envisioned myself having an exit strategy. I want to build it into an empire too, like a huge media company and all kinds of conferences and events and retreats, and we're just slowly, building towards that.
But you have to have an end goal. Like, it would be great to reach there.
And at this point, it's like, okay, not just if Jeff Bezos or Oprah decide to buy the company.
Come on, guys.
But I would still want to be involved somehow. I mean, it's just...
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's
like,
how I am. And, I said if somebody came in and made me an amazing offer and had the resources and the wealth and the knowledge and the team behind it that could make my dream come true of getting this in every home in the country, well then yes, you can have it. I will step out. I'll be an advisor. I'll help make the vision happen. You do all the work.
Yes.
I'm going to go to Hawaii with my kids.
Yes, because that's what it's about, right? Like, for you, because I don't want to throw
assumptions. It's just the vision.
Yeah, because so for me, the vision behind the vision is to have the freedom, the connection, the opportunities that I can afford to my kids that I didn't necessarily have, or, that.
Oh, I agree. And that's what, my true passion is in education of nutrition. And I love to speak and, go and possibly, do books and, things like that. Like, I have other things I would love to be able to do, not mass producing food products, but that is the tool to get it to the people. But to be able to, like, step out of that side if it's fully functioning on its own, and be able to go more into, like, a nonprofit side and an education piece and, foundations and organizations and getting into schools and getting into, impoverished neighborhoods, like, that's my true passion. So if I could, have a beast that's doing it and funds all the things behind it, then amazing. I would gladly step out of it and be like,
and I'll just do
cook your little hearts out.
Yeah, y'all just cook. Just cook all day. Cook more meals. All this stuff up.
Get it to the people. So I mean, I'm only one person, and it's so hard because that second year, last year, 2017, when we had so much, like, disaster happen and all these things caught up to us, that it was defeating, and it was like, and everyone's like, well, it happens, it's part of business, lawsuits, they're part of business, or, tax things, it's part of business, or, all these different things, and I'm like, why does it have to be a part of business? But it beats you up really rough, and then I'm like, okay, but if we did this, you know what I mean, our first year, and then second year, I'm like, I know with the right help in our third year, we could do 100 times that. Because now I know how it works, and now I know how to execute it.
Yeah, because in retrospect, you can see it.
Yeah, I see everywhere that we failed.
So you literally could write the book. I mean, you guys heard it here. How not to start the business. That is, and I do hope that you write that book one day.
Someday. I'll get somebody to follow me around and
just transcribe. I think
pretty soon I'm going to have a 4-hour train trip back and forth from Ventura a couple times a week.
Right,
so I'll have plenty of time
to
start doing it. So
oh my gosh,
it's in the plans, and it's something I want to do, and it's just I just see all that failure, and even with failure, it just on the outside looks like success, because you see the revenues, and you see what was built, and you see the jobs that were created, and all these things, and I'm like, but we did it wrong the entire way. And I'm like,
so if you had done it in this other way, imagine
year 2 wouldn't have been a disaster from year 1, and who knows what we could be right now. But you can't play the what if.
I mean, the best thing, what I love about your perspective on it is that you see where the opportunity was to tweak some things, and it's like, well, okay, can't change that, but now we know, now I can share this with other people, or who knows, you know, if you were to start something else.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put that on your...
So I have, I started another company, the Binja dip.
Oh, yes!
The hummus dip. So, it was so exciting to me to come in with this. It seems super simple to me to have one product and like 5 flavors.
Oh, compared to everything
compared
that you
to
do?
hundreds of recipes.
Holy crap.
I was like, this would be so easy, but to be able to come in and with my business partners, it's 2 guys that I've been helping for like a year. I've been mentoring them, and then finally, you know, was asked to come in as like a full business partner and actually launch the company. So I came in and I immediately was like, we need these permits, we need these licensing, we have to set up these accounts, we have to get this, you know, legalities, we have to sign this partnership agreement, we have to do this, we have to, you know, how are you scaling it? Like, this isn't efficient. We have to, you know, and immediately we got it into retail.
Yeah,
so,
wow.
But because I knew what I was doing.
Yes. And see, so now it comes so naturally because you had to learn the hard way.
I had to learn the hard way, but it was so exciting for me to be able to start something the right way.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be really big because there's not much out there that's a sweet hummus. There's one other product.
I tried it once.
Did you?
I think I met one of the guys at the university club also, and he was like, I'm going to talk to this lady, Flossie Hall, and she does, I'm like, yeah, I know who she is. I'm like, holy shit, I see all this unfolding.
They're valets at the university club.
Yeah.
Young entrepreneurs, you got to fund your dreams somehow. And,
I love that.
You know, I've loved the product since I was paired by my mentors to mentor them, and then I was like, this stuff's amazing. The branding's amazing, the product's amazing. I was like, we have to get it out there. And it was just kind of like stalled for a long time, and I was the only person selling it. And I was like, listen, like, I would love to like make this what I know it can be. And they invited me on board, so we're doing all these amazing things now. And I'm like, so now I have 2 companies. Yeah.
I saw you propose though. She's like, I'm going to my second job now.
Going to my second job.
Binja pictures.
I know. First job to my second job, and it's like, well, and then I go home to my 3rd job.
Yeah. The one that doesn't really ever, you can't clock out of that one. No. It just keeps going.
But it was exciting it's exciting to do it the right way and to know, you know, the different logistics of it, but also it's fun to troubleshoot it because it's a different packaging, and, you know, to try to find different portioning tools and mechanisms, and starting a business needs capital. So to have some capital to put into a product that I believe in, it's fun for me because in the beginning I was just scrounging for dollars. Like
and now you can do that. So you have the opportunity to put in some capital, invest yourself, like also yourself, like your energy, your time, because you believe in the product.
But you know what's been amazing is that with Healthy Mama and me personally, the amount of partnerships and like level of exposure I have in San Diego will automatically pull that product with it. So I mean, I can go and we can sell it at all the gyms that Healthy Mama partners with. We can, you know, so it's a great platform to be able to pull a product by another brand, you know. So
like under the umbrella.
While I was doing that demo at Sprouts, a lady came up, she goes, I've heard of you guys, and we're like, oh yay, where did you hear? She goes, oh, I order from this company, Healthy Mama.
You're like, no way, that's me too.
Nice to meet you, I'm the Healthy Mama. She goes, no way.
The Healthy Mama herself is at Sprouts.
Yeah, but it was so like to see the customers like one-on-one and have them like try it right in front of you. I mean, some of them are like, a couple people were like, I don't do hummus, let alone like sweet hummus. Some people just aren't hummus people, but other people, like kids, were loving it. This little old lady came back and was like double dipping her pretzel. And all
like, no.
And then I had to go like
walk.
She's like, I really need that. And I had to like walk her over to the area where you could buy it. But it was like the sweetest thing to like see that connection and, you know, have them actually try the product in front of me. And then that lady, I was like, hi, I'm the Healthy Mama. Nice to meet you. And she was like, oh, that's so awesome.
And then you get to experience that one-on-one again.
And then I mean, Anthony, you know, he's one of the founders of it. And he just looked at me and he goes, everywhere I go, people have heard of it because of Healthy Mama. And I was like, Healthy Mama has a big reach. Yeah. We're a pretty powerful, you know, brand here. And I'm still working on growing it. So it's fun. Yeah. It's scary and fun.
Well, so like with the expansion, what does that look like? Or is it kind of just unfolding?
It's unfolding right now. So we've actually doubled our revenue since January 1st.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So we've put together strategic planning, which I never had any of that my first year. I was like, planning? What's that? Because usually I'm just like rolling with the punches.
See what happens.
Yeah, every day. Figure it out. So strategic planning, we set KPIs this year, and we actually hit all of them our first quarter in business.
Nice.
So nice to like set a goal and plans, and so now our second quarter we are expanding further into San Diego and then hopefully regional.
Yes.
We're expecting new packaging soon. We're expecting new labeling.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
expecting shipping contracts. We have all that stuff in play. We're having some construction done at our facility right now. So it's slow. Like, I would love to be that person that's like, everyone's like, just ship. I'm like, I have no idea what it takes to like
Shipping
a product.
is a whole other thing. I mean, you have, so the packaging alone
Mm-hmm. It's expensive
is a
on
big,
top of
big
it
deal.
because
Yeah.
we're doing, thousands of meals. So, and we have hundreds of different varieties of products. So it's not like I can just order a pallet or 2 pallets of like one package. Like, we have to have versatile packaging. We had to have custom packaging made. We were trying to find better options that were more eco-friendly because we have these plastic containers.
Yeah.
But it's hard because our product has to last so long. So then we're trying to work with another company who's going to take the recycled packaging and upcycle it. So that's the best thing. So it's like all these little things that...
All the details that you wouldn't have really thought of.
You wouldn't have thought of that. And then expanding, we've never actually marketed until the last 4 or 5 months in San Diego. So we're actually just growing right now in San Diego. So once, my team is getting better and better every week. They're doing amazing. They're hitting all their goals and their labor requirements and just nailing it. I mean, so I'm like we can get a little, bigger and bigger and bigger. And in a couple of months, we're about to get a large capital source. And we're working on all that right now. But as soon as that, money hits the bank, it's like game on.
And then you just, so you're
So
preparing for that. Gearing up for that.
it's scary though. It's like super scary. It's like
because it's uncharted territory. Like, you just haven't.
It's different when someone says like, "Well, hey, if you had a couple $100,000, like, what would you do with it?" I know where every dollar would go. I could, map out different things, which is what we're doing right now. And then in a couple months, well, what if you had a couple $1 million or like $10 million? Then what would you do?
Your brain is like, oh my gosh, I don't even.
It just
What
explodes.
do I do?
It's like, what's the next step? I know the end goal, but like, how do I get there next?
Like the gap between the milestones.
Yeah, and that's where all the advisors come in, and they sit down, and you make a plan, and you do projections, and you figure it out, and you bring in people who know what they're doing, and then you scale and scale and scale and scale.
Yeah.
So this year's going to be huge. It's scary.
Oh, I'm so excited
scary.
for you. The thing that I'm most excited about for you, personally, is that you're going to get to have more time, even more revenue for yourself.
Yes.
More freedom, hopefully.
Yes.
Just all the things that you have wanted from the beginning that you saw for yourself as this continues to grow.
And that's, just to see, like I said, fruition. It's the year of fruition that, our first year, I just was starry-eyed. I just had no idea what I was doing. I was just like, oh my God, it was a whirlwind.
It's like a lot of ambition and just going with heart.
But there was no plan, there was no goal. It was just every week, like in the fire.
Yeah.
And then year 2 was like drowning underwater every day. And I was like, I'm never going to survive this. I want, is this really what I want? Is this, what it's all about? And they say, the real success stories are the people who never gave up. And you do what it takes and you make it. And then now we've laid that foundation, and to see all these amazing things happening right now, and every day these meetings and like signing different deals and signing off on different, it's just, it's happening.
And it
I'm
feels surreal.
It
like,
does.
You're like, is this really?
I'm waiting for something bad to happen.
Because you've been used to surviving and like drowning for so long. You're like, I can breathe. What's going to happen?
My famous metaphor is that, I always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I kept getting run over by the damn train. And I'm so tired of that train. So the train
is gone. And there's been no train.
No. And I'm like, but I'm waiting for the train. And, my advisors and my friends and everyone, they're like, just enjoy it right now. All these great things keep falling into my lap. And, these big people that want to come on board and help lead and, capital and all these things that I wasn't even seeking that just kind of came to me. And they're coming into fruition. And I'm like, okay, it's going really good. There's no errors at the facility. Like, the staff is doing amazing. They're taking less and less off my plate. I'm home early. I'm not drowning right now. Like, what's going on?
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
So, like, the idea of chaos not being your life.
It's weird. It's so weird. Just like I said, this past weekend I didn't really know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, so yesterday I took a nap. I was like, oh,
Yes!
I'm just gonna, my work's done, I'm gonna take a nap. But I'm just waiting, and it's a terrible feeling to like wait for something bad to happen. And you know, my advisor said, oh, it will, because it's business. Like, something bad is always...
So you might as well really enjoy this right now.
So enjoy it today. Don't worry about it. And we just have... It's coming to light, and I'm just like... All those, like, starry-eyed dreams and things like that, they're always dreams, but to have that glimpse that it's coming true, and that it's like... I see that check in the horizon, and I see those meals in people's homes that I've been promising for 2 years. I'm like, I'll get it out there. I promise. And I'm like, now it's gonna happen. So I'm like, okay. But
it's so awesome. And so you guys, you need to watch out. What I recommend keeping an eye out for what Healthy Mama is doing. So the page, it's tagged in this post. So be sure to follow all the expansion going on. Yeah. And I want to ask you too, so this is kind of off on a different topic, but so one of the things that we're going to be bringing up in this series is some mom confessions.
Yeah.
Because we all got them.
Yeah.
I know I got a bunch of them. In fact... I could start with one.
Yeah. I could start with more than one.
I could start with many, but we'll start with one. So one is that, let's see. Oh, gosh. So our 2-year-old has been having some crazy tantrums.
Yeah. I noticed when it came
You
in.
saw that. There's no way you cannot experience it. Come into our home and
you
not
had to duck and run. Like,
I was like, I literally ran away. I was like, I'm taking my cup. Let's go.
Close the door.
Like, it will end. The meltdown will end.
Yeah.
But
I don't hear any screaming anymore.
No, there's no screaming. It hasn't been screaming for a while, so he obviously chilled out. But I just have these moments where I'm like, I just want to like scream at it. But Ryan started doing this thing called Release the Rage, and it's brilliant. Because we all need to release the rage. Just come up here and like get in the closet and like scream into a pillow. So I do that from time to time just to like not have to scream it at him, and sometimes it comes out and I'm like, oh shit, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sorry. I'll like squeeze his thigh a little bit. I'm like, just stop it.
I used to pinch mine in their ribcage underneath. But until they got old enough to yell, stop pinching me! Like, because we'd be in public. You can't like, you know, mom confessions. Like, but
You're like, nobody else can see it.
Pinching, they're like, But then once they start yelling, stop pinching me, you're like, I'm not pinching you.
My child doesn't know words yet. They're just they know pinching. It's just a word that they're using. I'm not doing it.
I think like right now, I'm just a crappy parent right now to my kids, and because I'm not present with them at all, which is why we made the decision, and they did as well, to move so that they could be with my husband, who is a present parent, because when he's not at work, he's home. He's dad.
He's really home.
And they haven't been enrolled in any kind of activities in like over a year. And everyone's, you know, other kids, they're in piano and they're in dance, and my kids are so talented, and I feel guilty, so I have that mom guilt every day. Or if they have an art show at school, I'm like, I have a meeting, or I gotta go here, or I gotta take you out of school early because I don't have time to pick you up on time. So then you have to go to work with me. So just the mom guilt the last, 6 months has just been overwhelming of just, I love my kids more than anything, but being present and giving them what they need to like nurture them. I love them and I snuggle them and I talk to them, but they want to go do things and they want to play with their friends and they want to go, when they're talking to me, I'm so preoccupied with a phone or a computer or a phone call, and they're like, they just want me. They just want my attention, and I can't give that to them. So that's totally my mom crap right now.
Yeah. I think, and you're not alone in that. Because,
no,
how many moms, especially working moms.
And it's hard to admit, to say, like, and I tell them, I'm sorry I'm being a crappy mom right now. Like, I am sorry I missed your play last week because I had a gala to go to, or I'm sorry I missed the art thing because I had to go to the kitchen. Like, I apologize, but you still, you just see their faces, and they're just
still,
like, they're
it's like
hurt.
It still hurts. It's still, a bummer.
Yeah, it is. They're bummed out, and they say, "I understand," and they probably do, but it doesn't feel any less bad.
Understand it up here, but it still affects them here. It hurts there.
When we brought up the idea of moving up there, we're like, "Do you want to wait till the end of school?" And they're like, "No, we want to go now." Like they were excited, they want to go, they're ready for a change of scenery, like. And my husband's super excited, and I'm just happy because now when I'm there, I can be, in family mode, and then when I'm here, I can be in work mode, and I feel like it's going to be just so much better for our family.
That's going to be a huge game changer.
Yeah.
So I think the temptation. The temptation for me when I take in the intentional rest or breaks, and now you're going to get to do that every week, is to not, like we said earlier, create more shit to do. Because it's hard for me to just like, I'm going to chill. I have time to go out and do stuff with you guys or do nothing.
Yeah, do nothing.
And it just feels weird not to do something.
But, my kids are in school during the day, and now they're going to be riding a bus, all of them, back and forth. So, even though I'm going to be home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they are in school all day. So I have, quiet time where I'm not running anywhere because my meetings aren't up there.
Amazing.
They're down here. And then, I work from my computer, and then when they come home, it's family time. And then when I'm down here, it's work time, and they're being taken care of by, their father and a person who can take them to birthday parties and, gymnastics and jujitsu and piano lessons and all those things. So we're all really... We needed it. Once we made the decision, it was super scary because it happened so fast, but we really need it. So.
And this is the best decision.
It is. And, the military life is a really crappy one. But
that alone is so difficult.
But this is our 11th address in 11 years.
Wow.
Because but it's been a year, and we start to get that, bug where we're like,
we gotta change.
We gotta move. And, my kids have not made really close friends in San Diego, and they have a hard time hanging out with other friends, and it's not like military housing which is where we're moving to, where they can literally go out and play with kids in the neighborhood.
It is.
It's a little family there. And they miss that, so they're excited for that family environment again, and to be able to go outside and play and have kids in the neighborhood to play with that they also go to school with. And right now I drive them all over the city, so their friends aren't near us, and there's no kids on our street, so they don't go outside and play. It's like
can't go across the street and just go play at their kids' friend's house.
9-year-old always says, he calls us the 6 coolest people on the planet. He goes, "Do you mean when we move I'm going to actually have friends?" He goes, "I mean, besides the 6 coolest people on the planet, of course, but we can see other people, right?"
Other people besides just us.
Besides us, because I tell them all the time their friends are always too busy, or they're across town, and I feel bad because it breaks my heart because they want to hang out with their friends, and everybody's just too busy. And when you're in military housing, it doesn't matter; they just go outside,
and it's contained, and you're safe, and you know that it's its own little world.
It is, and it's so. And these are the kids they'll go to school with, so they'll know them, and they're just excited to have friends again, and I'm excited for them because I'm their only friend right now, which makes me a crappier parent because I'm
I'm not a good friend or a good parent
or a good mom. I'm so
sorry.
But I promise one day.
But then they have each other.
You'll have a college fund, and you'll
have so I'll be
inheritance.
Worth it. Well, that's the hard thing is you basically this is what our challenge too is essentially enrolling the kids into why we are doing what we're doing, because it's a lot of sacrifice. There's a lot that goes into it, and we're not just doing stuff because we just want to do stuff. There's a purpose, there's a vision, and we wouldn't sacrifice that if it wasn't worth it.
And they see it, and they see not just the financial future for what I'm creating, but they see the impact of what we're creating. So they know the importance of healthy eating and habits and how bad other people need that. And my 9-year-old came home from a friend's house last week, and he goes, "You know what I ate?" And I was like, "What'd you eat?" He's like, "Well, we had Lucky Charms for breakfast, cinnamon rolls, and then for lunch," he goes, "We had sandwiches on the white bread."
Oh my gosh! I broke all the rules. I broke them all.
But he's like, "They don't eat very well," and I was like,
yes, this is why. This is so important.
And I on their last day of school last week, I made these strawberry shortcake things and brought them in, and my son,
I saw the pictures.
Yeah, my son comes running out. He goes, "I totally got you at least 2 healthy mama customers."
He's like a little representative.
Yeah, they are. They sell it everywhere they go. I'm giving a lecture at my teenager's school in a week on healthy eating, and they just everywhere they go, they're like, oh, my mom owns this company, and it's all about health. They're just very proud of what I've done and what we've built, and they're a part of that. So it's not just financial, but they see like the impact and the importance of what we're doing. And you know, I missed my daughter's concert last week, and I went to it. I had to go to a gala, and I came home, and my daughter, she's 7. She like half woke up and looked at me. She goes, "Did you win Woman of the Year award, Mom?" And I was like, "That's not what this was." But no, I didn't, baby. Next year, I'll get them. It totally wasn't even what it was, but like to hear that, I was like, "Oh, I love you."
So sweet. Oh my gosh.
How was your gala? She doesn't even know what a gala is. She's like, how was your gala? Did you win the Woman of the Year award? I was like, no, I'll get them next time, baby.
Yeah. But thank you.
It was a fundraiser, but
the kids are always asking it's funny because when they haven't participated in the stuff that we go to, it's just like an idea. I wonder what goes through their head too, because they're like, did you do the retreat? Did you do the event? Was it that training? Did you go to another training?
But you like wonder how they picture it, right?
Yeah, they're like, they imagine, because we come home with all these stories and stuff, but I just wonder how their little minds,
their little mental picture of it.
The picture.
Yeah. Once in a while, I Uber my teenager to and from school.
Yeah.
Mom hack. Sorry.
That totally works, though.
I have to.
Yeah.
She goes to school like 45 minutes away. So
oh my
gosh.
Well,
it's downtown, but in San Diego, it's 45 minutes
at that time.
So the littler two, they're so excited about taking an Uber. And they're dying to take an Uber. I'm like, you realize it's just a car ride, right? Like,
but it's an experience.
But they want to take the Uber. When can I take the Uber? That's what they keep saying. When can I take the Uber? I'm like, it's just riding in someone's car. Like, I'll have a friend come pick you up
one day and be like, we're taking the Uber,
our thing
guys. Today. We're doing the Uber, guys.
We're doing the Uber.
Get excited.
But they're little mental pictures of like how glamorous taking the Uber must be. I'm like, it's not. I promise.
That's so funny. Yeah, they like last night I got home a little bit late, and I was at the university club. Yeah, I keep going up. And so then I get home and the girls were like, "Oh, like who did you see? What did you talk to? Like, did you talk to a client? Like, when I'm like, no." I just tell them like, I can't really explain. It was good. It was great. Thank you for asking.
It was so much fun. I didn't win the award.
Yeah. I didn't win any awards.
I didn't win the award. No, they live through it and they see pictures and
Yeah, and just for them to see the impact too is really huge, because and your kids have actually seen the impact. We'll tell them stories of, this is how somebody's marriage has changed, has transformed after this experience, or this person and their kid, their relationship is like they're connected now because and this is the impact that is made through the work that we do.
But they haven't gotten to see it firsthand yet.
Yeah, but they've gotten to feel it. They've gotten to feel it for themselves.
And you're doing it yourself in your home.
Yeah.
In your family as well.
Yeah, like it's like live, real time. They see the stuff, they see the colliding that Ryan and I do, and then the fruit of it.
Yeah.
And that's the best. Because if there was no fruit, then it would just be a bunch of drama and turmoil and instability. And so now they
see you working together, and they see you laughing together, and loving together, and that's stuff that they'll love forever.
Yeah. So that's like a continued impact. Yeah, so, it's just life. This is just the stuff that comes with it, and I mean, chaos can be part of it.
Chaos is all of it.
That's when you look at it.
That's my life. It's always hashtag chaos. Hashtag chaos.
And then literally hashtag chaos. I'm like, but the stuff that happens to you on some days, I'm like, how?
I don't know.
How does this happen?
I have no idea. Like,
and I'm amazed.
I get a kid in the ER, and then I come home, and then another kid gets bit by a dog, and then like it's always the most random stuff, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what else?
Then you're like,
you just roll with it. Like, you roll with it. It's like, all right, I guess that is what it is. You know?
And it just is. Like, it's literally, it just is. So, like, what parting words of wisdom do you have?
There's so many little gems.
Is it like one thing that really speaks to you right now that you bring it back to?
Don't give up. Doesn't matter what it is in life. Doesn't matter what you're trying to achieve. If it's your job and you're not happy, do something else. Like I'm such a firm believer that you are in the driver's seat of your life. And it doesn't matter what your circumstances are. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter your education. Like, you can take all those steps, and you just can't give up. So, I had a GED and was a teenage mom and started at community college, and I wanted to be a doctor, and everyone was like, what? And I'm like, overachiever, right? Like, of course, no, I finally, I graduated with, honors and ended up applying to med school, and everyone just, I didn't give up. It was hard and awful. And then started my company, and it's been hard, and, parts of it were awful, but I didn't give up. And, grit and determination will get you really far in life. You just got to be willing to do the work. So
that is the truth. You got to do the work. Do the work. I mean, that's the theme that keeps coming up, because it's not just,
it's not going to happen.
Anything worth having is work.
Yeah.
And it's not instant gratification.
It doesn't matter. All those great people that know what they're doing around me, they're not doing my job for me. They're telling me things, and I have to go do the work. And I call it homework. I come in and I say, here's all the things going wrong. Here's all the things going right. And then I get out my notebook, and then they connect me with people. They give me resources. They give me tips. They give me advice. And then I go do the work. Yeah. And, there's a job to do at the end of the day, and it doesn't matter what it is. If something falls through, it falls on me, and I have to do the work. So no matter how tired I am or exhausted, or I have to do the work. So no one's going to do it for you.
It develops you to be the woman who is capable of doing the work, not just mechanically, like you're good at the steps, but you have the way of being to step into that and get it and do it.
I've done every job in my company. So when I look at an employee at any level and I say, you should be doing it in this amount of time with this amount of efficiency, it's because I know, because I've done it. And I don't expect you to be as good as I am, but pretty close. You can get somewhere.
Then you know how to do it.
This ballpark. So
just a range.
It's just you can't give up. You're gonna get kicked down a lot, and in life, no matter what you do, you've seen, I was around the holidays. I was worn out. I was so ready to quit. I was ready to give up. I got my ass kicked all year, and I was like, I'm done. Like, I just need a break. And I was like, it's not worth it. I can't do it anymore. And then I have great people around me going, you can't. Like, I'm sorry.
Because they see you for they see your vision, they see you for who you really are and who you can be. And
but if I would have given up, we wouldn't be where we are right now and doing all these huge things. And my dream would have never came to fruition. It would have conquered me, and I would have failed, and I would have ended up in debt, and I would have had all these terrible memories and things. Instead, now it's the opposite.
And it's like you have to walk. So there are a lot of parallels with this too, between doing the work in business and also doing the work in ourselves, doing the work in our relationships, because to get the vision, to get what we really want, we have to do the work. There's just no substitute. And it's like walking through those hard, shitty times in business, where if you would have just quit then, you wouldn't have reaped the rewards, experienced the glory, all of that, and gotten, your vision. Like you're getting there. And the same thing with, excuse me, with relationships in particular. For me, that's the hardest, most challenging thing to deal with. Other people, the connection, the stuff in the way, all of that. And you got to walk through the dark parts, through the pain, to come out to the other side. There's just no way around it.
Oh, yeah. And that's, my husband is my best friend in the whole world, and I wouldn't be here without him. He is 110% all in. He does the work. If he's not working, he's doing work for the company. You know what I mean? Or he's got the kids, or he's doing laundry, or he's cleaning or cooking or running to the Costco if we need stuff at the kitchen, because he's willing to do the work as well. So he never complains. He supports me 110%, and this is our vision and our future, and we're doing it together. So by now us moving, up that way, he's going to take on the full-time parent role while I'm absent a good chunk of the time, because I'm doing the work here and he's going to do the work there. Yeah. And it's just what's necessary, but we're open and honest with each other, and we communicate, and he listens to me whine so much all the time.
He's like, it's okay, babe, we can do it.
He does. He's my biggest cheerleader, and he doesn't whine as much as he should. So he's got to do some more work on his part.
He needs to go release the rage in the closet.
He needs to release the rage. I know it's in there, Michael. I know it's in there. Everyone's like, this man never complains. I'm like,
this man is very even-keeled.
Something's wrong. I mean, once in a while he gets a little flustered, but right now he's so excited about the things that are coming, and he's more excited for the financial freedom that we're going to have.
And it's like in sight. It's in sight now. It's within reach.
And he's happy. And then he's happy that our family's going to be together. And, you know, but that whole do the work together, you know, we're an open book with each other. You have to communicate. And it's so important.
Like
so important.
Holding its back.
Yeah, I know. It's great. And that's, you know, our kids see that, just like you said, like with yours. Our kids see that we love each other and love spending time together, but we're a team. We don't fight and argue about whose turn it is to do the dishes. If there's dishes, someo's doing the dishes. It doesn't matter.
Keeping tally, keeping count of like, oh, well, I did it.
We don't do that. Like, I'm working, so he just does the dishes. Or he's out, then I just do the dishes. Or we force the teenagers to do the dishes.
There you go. We're going to get to that point where like the teenagers are doing the work. Or the kids.
They're supposed to be doing the work.
Built-in babysitters, all that stuff, all that stuff.
Everyone's like, you're so lucky you have free babysitters. I'm like, I paid my mom dues. I've been a mom for 18 years now. Like, I did it. I just did it a long time ago.
You're like, I did that. It's just been a while, and I'm glad it's been a while.
Paid my mom dues. I'm done. Everyone's like, you want more? I was like, no. I don't even. You want to hold this baby?
No.
It's cute.
This is why I got my tubes tied. I was like, I don't even want to have that moment where I think about it. And I did have a moment like that. You know, like a few months ago, I saw the toddlers. They were getting along perfectly. They were coloring. They were so cute. I was like, I could totally have another one.
No. Nope.
And actually now the opportunity has passed because everything is
snipped up and ready to go.
Everything is like closed up shop. Everything's done. It's all sealed.
Well, my husband has his shop closed.
After there you go.
We were done with 3 and had 4, and after number 4, I was like, "You're not coming near me."
You gotta get the thing done, and then we can talk about it.
And then now it's like 4 it is. So
yeah.
It works out good.
4 is a good number.
It is. I have a friend who has 5. She's crazy.
Yeah, I think we would be just losing our minds right now if we had a 5th one.
Yeah,
because that kid would probably be about 1.
Yeah, she has 5 under the age of 8.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's intense.
We drink a lot together.
There's a reason. We thought about doing wine this time. In case you're watching, we thought about having some wine this morning. Is it too early for wine? Is it too?
I said, what's this term too early? I don't know what that means.
What is too early?
What does that mean?
What's that?
It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's called add orange juice to it.
Yeah, just add orange juice.
Add orange juice.
How would that work with some Chardonnay? I don't know.
We'll just switch to Prosecco.
We'll try. Yeah, there we go. We'll just switch to Prosecco.
Done.
Noted.
Done.
For future. So future ladies on the show, you have Flossie to thank for that idea.
Oh, you're welcome. I almost brought some, but I was running late as always. So
I would have loved if you just showed up. We could have popped it right here.
Oh,
be like,
that'd be great.
A drink, pour. Yeah. So is there anything that you want to share as we wrap up? Besides keep going.
No.
That's powerful.
That's it. Just keep going. It's been my motto for years and years. Just keep going. In life. Doesn't matter. Just keep going. Today's one day. Tomorrow is a new day.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I like that reminder.
It's one day. Get over it, get through it, or don't. Go sleep it off and start fresh tomorrow. Go drink that Prosecco and then start all over again tomorrow. But just keep going. That's it. You'll get there.
Yeah, just don't quit.
No, and I'm sure there's so many more roadblocks in my way coming up. But right now I'm just enjoying the now. The right now.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's a big one too, just enjoying right now, like being
one
here
day at a time.
Now.
I'm doing what I can. I'm only one person. I posted the other day, you can be anything, just not everything.
Yes.
You can't, like, some days I'm like...
See, she's full of great quotes. Like, there's 5 right there. 5 little golden nuggets all at one time.
See, I told you I got a whole bunch. It's been a rough couple of years for me. I've had to, like...
collected them throughout
plaster these on my wall, going, just keep going. Don't give up. Fail forward. Do all these...
Yeah.
You know, great.
Yeah. It's a new day. Just be here.
No, and
you're one woman.
I'm not afraid to say, you know, I'm tired. No, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm sorry if you're angry. I can't go to that event. Like, I have so many obligations on my time.
And just to be able to say no and own it.
Yeah, no, I can't. My schedule is busy. My schedule's full that day.
Like
even though full means nothing. Like, I'm not
I
doing
scheduled
anything.
nothing today.
So my schedule's full that day. I'm sorry I can't meet. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm not going to drive to you. Let's virtually meet. Let's
Yeah.
talk.
I love doing that too, by the way. I'm just like, I'm just doing this too virtual.
I'm tired
So this
of
is a
running
whole
all
new
over the
thing too,
place.
because now I'm like, oh, we're having to have people here.
Yeah.
Which is
Well, it's
huge.
fun. This is a great
Thank you
space.
for
It's so
being
cute.
here, because I know that I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
And we've been staging this spot. I did my
It's your painting.
I did painting.
It's so cute. I didn't even notice it.
My sexy frog. She's like, hey, come and look. Come closer.
I love it. The heels. She's
Yeah.
sexier than me. I live
Oh
in gym
my
clothes.
gosh. We gotta no, just throw some heels on.
Love
With
it.
your gym pants. So thank you everybody for tuning in today and listening to our sexy mama talk. And thank you so much, Flossie, for being here and sharing so much of yourself with us.
Oh, absolutely. I'm an open book. There's so much more to come.
Oh yes. Oh yes. So
Just keep watching.
we'll keep watching her.
Just
keep
keep
following.
watching.
I'm gonna keep watching.
Everyone says
like
I need
loving everything.
I need a TV crew. You know how they show you on Facebook the people who love your stuff the most?
Yeah.
You
It
gave
was
me
me.
the most hearts last
I literally.
year.
Oh my god.
Because it tells you who, commented the most, who gave you the most likes, and who gave you the most hearts. And you gave me the most hearts last
Oh my
year.
god.
So I meant to tell you,
I win the hearts award. Oh.
I always heart things. I'm like, I heart
I'm hearting
everything.
things.
Heart
I'm like,
everything.
why half-ass it? I'm gonna love it,
I'm gonna
or
love
I'm just
it.
not gonna do
I'm
anything
gonna love
to
it, or I'm gonna ignore it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe sad, or like, wow.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm all about the loves. Ah, that's so funny.
So you were my number one lover last
I'm the
year.
number one lover on Facebook.
The sexy mama.
Yeah. Let me tell David that he's gonna love it.
I know.
Oh my gosh. So thank you everyone again, and keep tuning back in for future episodes, and feel free to share, subscribe, like the Healthy Mama page, and they're also on Instagram. Yeah, all the usual suspects, right?
Yeah.
All over social
I don't
media.
do Twitter.
No Twitter?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've kind of neglected Twitter for a while,
Yeah,
sorry.
no Twitter. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn.
Oh, right, LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Okay.
I've been trying to do more LinkedIn stuff, more of the professional business side stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm getting there. I almost have 500 connections.
Ooh, you're going to get to the 500 plus
I know.
little widget.
I'm
Yeah.
like 30 away. So connect.
Oh,
on LinkedIn.
connect with her on LinkedIn so she can get to
Find me on
500.
And then Mary can be super proud. She's
Yeah.
my LinkedIn lady. She's been like coaching me, and I'm like, get there.
She's getting close. So look for Healthy Mama on Facebook, linked here, on Instagram, and on LinkedIn. Show Flossie some love.
All the love.
Love! And I hope everyone has a great rest of the week. I'll see you here soon.
Bye.
Ah.